Oh my gosh. Look at Dame Edna Everage. Oh, this bit here, this like here. Right, how are you? I've been out with my son. Where did we go? We went to this Couch to 5K thing. My daughter-in-law's doing it. It's quite good actually. You sort of run for 2 minutes or something, and you walk for 2 minutes, that sort of thing. They're on week 3 at the minute. I think I forget how many weeks it is, 9 weeks or something, or I don't know. It's quite a good. I thought it's quite a good thing really. I've always thought it's a good thing, but now I know. Seems I don't know. It seems really good to me. Can you adjust this lighting? Oh, that's better, isn't it? Yeah. I thought it was. I've never done it before because I can run further than 5K, but what a brilliant thing for people who don't run. You maybe want to run. That's the thing, isn't it? I think there's nothing wrong with getting fit, is there? And yeah, it wasn't really shit. It's only half an hour. It's like you run. I don't know. You run for a minute and walk for 2 minutes or something. I can't remember. I don't know. There was how many there was there. There was a few people there. Not a lot. It's always frustrating. You do these things and you think, there'd be like loads of people would turn up to support it. But people can't be bothered, can they? They can't actually be bothered to, I don't know, support these things, which is odd, really. Bit like when you organise something, and the people you think would go don't go, do they? You go, oh, what's that? Well, you don't have to, but we have fish and chips, so that was worthwhile just for the fish and chips. I'm going to go around there anyway, and she said, are you going to run with me? I said, oh, is it tonight? Okay. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think it's a brilliant idea. So I've never really downloaded the app, so I don't really know how it works, but I think it's good. Oh dear. Sneezing. What knees hurting today? I'm going to be cycling. Is it Tech Walkney? Hello. I'm going to be cycling tomorrow. I've got to take my van in for repair, and I will be cycling back. So when I get in, I've got to sort my stuff out for tomorrow morning. Magic Voltarol is absolutely magic for aches and pains. I don't sell it. I use it. If you've got an achy knee or an ankle or something. Cycling, yeah, I do like cycling. I've got to take my van in to be fixed. So, because it's got to be fixed, I've got to, what have I got to do? Can't think what I was saying now. I've got to get back. Well, buy it. I've got a Ribble. I bought it last May, I think I got it. It's carbon fibre. It's not a gravel, but it's almost like a gravel. I think you could change the wheels and ride it on gravel. Yeah, I treated myself. I wanted it. I saved up for 2 years. Did I need to save up? No, that's not me being flash. All right, mate. But I like saving up for stuff. That's me. Everybody, you should all be different. You should say, I don't want to save up. I want it now. Whatever you want, always do that. If you want to get something now and you want to put it on your credit card, go for it. Absolutely go for it. I like to save it. I prefer it when my gratification is delayed, because that way then I feel like I've got a sense of achievement. I mean, obviously some things, no, if your car went wrong and it wanted fixing, even I'd say you're sensible to use your credit card, I think, because why would you want to be really, oh no, I can't get into debt. No, that's different, isn't it? Or your boiler goes wrong and you've got to borrow some money off your mate to help pay for the boiler. Well, again, that's not, there's not even anything wrong, is there? There's no right or wrong way to approach anything in life. It's your way or my way sort of thing, isn't it? My way is what I'm going to do it. Your way is how you're going to do it. But yeah, I do like it. And now the weather's started to get a bit milder and a bit drier and a little bit lighter of a night. I'm sort of I want to use it, and what the van was, no, not yet. It's going in tomorrow. It's going in tomorrow. I'm going to take it there tomorrow. I'm going to get up early and I'm going to see if the weather's like cold but dry. I'm going to cycle and put my bike in the back, put my crash out, my cycling shoes, and I'll cycle back. All right, thank you. That's that. D. That's my way of doing something. You may not, which is London. D. Deck Orkney. Are you in? Sorry, not D. Deck. Are you in Orkney Isles then? I was gutted when we come and done the North Coast 500. We went to Orkney for the day, and mate, I've got nothing crossed. My bank account's crossed because it's going to be empty in it when he fixes it. Look, do you know what? It'll go there, and I'd say maybe next week sometime because you're doing Friday. But I said I can't. I'm away Friday. I said I can do it the following week. He said if not, I said I'll drop it off Wednesday. And he said, yeah, that's all right. I said I won't be there, but they know the code for the ghost and all this, so drop it off. And do you know what? Regardless of whether you want to spend any money, regardless of whether I want it to be whatever, that is absolutely, completely irrelevant. It's tough. At some point, I drop it there in the future, i.e. 2 or 3 days or whatever amount of days time, information will be known and I'll go, Christ, or, oh, that was a good thing. No funny. Oh, sorry. Ah, right, okay. So your name was, hang on a minute, what's this say? Have you got a wet belt? Yeah. No, I've changed it, mate. I've changed the wet belt. The wet belt was done by the man who's doing it. He charged me, I think it was 1,100 quid, I think, or something like that. Oh, Newcastle. I've never been to Newcastle. I come to Newcastle upon Tyne. I'll tell you why. We went to look at an old Rolls Royce. My mate was buying it. It was like a 1929 or something like that. And it was up that way. All right, Master Pilot. Like my van, it's just, you know what? Whether you like it or not, you have no say in it. What I'll tell you as a say in it, it's the facts. It's not that great, is it not? That's because you live there. People say, what's London like? I'd say, all right, but would I rather go to another city? Probably. Would I rather go to Monaco or London? I think Monaco. But London's all right. There's a lot to do up there, isn't there? You need a fair bit of money, though. I think that's the trouble. You want to see a show. How much is a West End show now? What are tickets? 100 quid? 120 quid each, I suppose. We should start my autobiography. No, it's not that exciting, my life. My life is all right. I live in London. London's all right. It's just it's become very expensive, isn't it? But everywhere, isn't it? I don't care where you live in the world. It's expensive. I don't think there's a cost of living crisis. You know what it is? I think there's a crisis in the savings crisis, which means that when everyone was say, I think the magic age is 13. Imagine you was 13 again and you loved buying and selling stuff. Back then it would have been like in the little shop window. You'd have bought and sold skateboards or something. Oh, now I'm thinking, how can anybody now, not have that thing? I'm going to buy and sell stuff. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Imagine you had a kid who's say 14 and he didn't want none of the fashion. He didn't want to borrow any money. He didn't really want a credit card. Don't want an overdraft. And he saved and saved and saved and had 2 or 3 jobs. That person's got his head screwed on. I'll tell you now. Well, I'm sick. Nothing. I'm just doing it on here, mate. I can't. I was going to do a TikTok, but I thought I'll just come on here. I'll come on here just to. I don't know. I seem to get more people watch me on here now, which is. I'm not going to desert TikTok. No way. I'm not going to do one when I get back. I've just been out with my son. We went to do My daughter-in-law is doing Couch to 5K. This is week 3. They do it twice a week. And tonight was basically like you'd run for 2 minutes and you walk for a minute or something like that. Or run for a minute and walk for 2 minutes. I can't remember what it was. Charging Micaiah, is that Lexi? Hello. Lexi Mackay 15S. What's that mean? E15. YouTube viewers. No, you're no different to someone who's on TikTok. It's just people, isn't it? You know, and you'll get on here, you'll get like rude, arsey people, and on YouTube, on TikTok, you get rude and arsey people. You just, I don't know. I don't even know what I want. I don't really want anything. I'm not doing this because I want anything. I'm doing this because I like doing this because I'm sitting here doing nothing. And because I'm doing nothing, I'm thinking, well, sod it. I might as well do a live, isn't it? How's my day been? All right, actually, not too bad. Yeah, no, we sold the Transit Tornado Connect thing. Sold that, so that's all right. What else did we sell? Oh, the Skoda went out. Skoda Kamiq is a Kamiq Monte Carlo. That's gone out. But yeah, my day's been good, really. No real. Actually, the sort of not very exciting days are the best days, isn't they? You know, where it's like there wasn't really no highs or no lows. What, the Dodgy Transit? That's got to go in tomorrow. It's going in tomorrow because they're going to do it Friday. He said, but we might be able to have a couple of days on it and just, I suppose he said, do a compression check, strip it down, do a compression check, and then if the compressions are okay, then it's like, whew, then it's just probably an ejector. But the problem is, I don't know. I'll be led by him. I think my sort of like sensible side is change them all. Just take them all out and put them new ones. Problem with that is you're doing something that's working. You're changing something that's working in the pursuit of what? And I'm going, what about then if you can't get one of them out and it breaks? So you're like, that'll be one of them. Like, why did I touch that? Why did I touch that? It's working. Don't touch it. You're all right. You are. Well, on me. I think the problem is, you know, when something isn't fit, isn't broken, and we do it. See now, if you bring a car in for service, I would say do not touch the spark plugs. That's my thoughts. Unless you've got a Peugeot 1200, because the tip falls off the plugs. So we've learned our lesson with them. Don't know. I can't even see your message, mate. It's hidden. Hello. All right, mate. Yeah, I don't know. I think now if I'm doing a service on a car, if I was servicing your car, I would say we'll leave the spark plugs alone. We won't touch them because all the coil packs, you seem to disturb it, and I don't know. Then they start to miss, and it's funny how you do things. I have to have it done. Spark plugs, I wouldn't even do. Oil and oil filter, air filter, pollen filter. Yep, absolutely. The rest, that's what I'm going to do, mate. Well, no, I'll be led by him. And I think he'll say that because Jordan, the Norfolk Tech, who follows me on TikTok, he said personally, if it was his van, he would just do one. So, and I know what it is, number 4. Yeah, but you change the plugs every 12 months. What for? I've learned my lesson. You do not touch them. No, it is where I am. It's laggy. The connection is not the best. TMC. What's my favourite way to wipe? Well, my favourite way would be wipe you out of my life, mate. But that's it. No, you're not being curious. You're a troll. You're a giggly, immature troll. Mate, your first impression, my first impression is the lasting impression. My first impression of you. Hopefully you're now going to swear at me and say, feck off, old man. I really hope you do that because that shows me I've made the right decision in thinking you're a quant. But that's my thoughts, mate. YouTube ends in UK due to war. Right, and oh, here we go. Has he sworn? Oh, yeah. Tim, feck off, mate. You're a knob. No, you don't want to know. You're just a troll, mate. You're an absolute wanking troll. Well, there you go. That's what you want to be, mate. You're like macho. You'll probably do me now. Are you going to do me? Or you want to meet up and do me? You hard, are you? You hard. You're harder than me, aren't you? Obviously, I reckon. Sadly, I don't think you're more intelligent than me. But there you go. Tim, simple question now. I always have lovely, lovely simple questions. I'm curious to know, are you blocking me or am I blocking you? It's quite simple. So what are you doing? Do you want me to block you? It's a yes or no. If you put any other letters in there, I'm going to instantly block you. It's a simple question. If you don't understand simple questions, you're not in here, mate. You're odd. Yeah. No, well, that's too many words. Get one more chance. One more chance. Do you want me to block you? Yes or no? It's up to you. Don't understand, do you? In a minute, I'm going to block you. So fuck you then. What's this? I'll make it all my life. Too many arseholes. Oh, God, yeah. I know, mate. Tell me about it. What we're talking about, some knob. He put, how do you wipe? Imagine going up to someone like that. Imagine going up to someone, he wouldn't do it in real life, would he? He'd be like, oh, hello. I'm really polite. Nah, you're a bit of a dick, mate. I told you, you're better off to fuck off out of here because I'm going to get you out of here in a minute. It's up to you. I'll disappear out of here because I'm not a bad person, mate. And you have not annoyed me. I just think my life will benefit a lot if you're out of my life. Unfortunately, you're in my life at the moment, and I don't want you in it. So I'm going to have to block you, or you can block me. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Okay. See you later. I would say it was nice knowing you, but I ain't going to fucking lie. I am not going to lie. Can you shout out your name? My mate, his name is Nick. Nick. Hassan's family 40. Do you want to be blocked as well then? I'm in a blocking mood. Do you want to be blocked? It's up to you, mate. What an immature, absolute pointless person you are. Would you want to be blocked? Yes or no? Or don't you understand the question? Is it too difficult? Why? Because I want to, mate. I feel like you're an arse, and that's my thoughts of you. As I said to the other knob who was just on a minute ago, my first impression of you is the lasting impression. And do you know what it is? You're fucking useless. So what do you want to do? Do you want me to block you? Yes or no? Simple. Simple. If you don't know how to conduct yourself, you don't know how to behave, you deserve blocking. No need to apologise. You just change your attitude. Have I got attitude? Yeah. So that means if you think, if I got attitude, I've been wrong to you. Have I wronged you? If I'm going to wrong you, I'll block you because I can't wrong you anymore. So what are you going to do? Don't go shy. Fucking hell. They go quiet, don't they? I love it. This is the whole point. The reason you blocking because you don't understand what you've done. Mate, I've been around so many blocks in my life. I've been on doing lives for about 4 years now. Do you think I really don't know what you mean? You mean you want me to say the word Nigger? That's what you want me to say, isn't it? How immature is that? What's this? Dark com husk. What's a dark com husk? I don't know. If you keep blocking for no reason, no, it weren't no reason. You said, can you shout out my mate, Nick, and a girl at the end, which is you mean Nigger. Have the balls to say it, mate. Don't fuck about. Have the balls to say it. I want you, hang on. If people like you are not in my lives, do you know what? Fuck me, I'm happy. Dickheads like you, I don't want you around me, mate. I'll suggest you block me or I'm going to block you. It's the end. Now, what do you mean for no reason? I don't need a reason. I don't need any reason. I don't need no reason to dislike you. You don't need any reason to dislike me. You should dislike me because apparently I've disrespected you, haven't I? So it's going. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. It's like, you know, people don't want to even have a sensible conversation, do they? If you have the ability to come into a live and go hello, it's like, wow. Go away, mate. Go away. Fucking hell, look, can't you understand it? Are you blocking me or am I blocking you? Fuck me, it's one of us. Make your fucking mind up. Say me or you. Make your mind up. I don't care. I don't really care about you, mate. You're like a bit of dog shit on the pavement on my shoe. You're valueless. Go away. Go away. Block me or am I blocking you? It's quite simple. Don't be thick and not understand the question. It's a simple question. Are you blocking me or am I blocking you? It's quite simple. I don't really care if you think, what, is it like, oh, you'll feel hard done by for blocking it? No, you can't come and say, can you shout at my mate Nick and a girl? No, you can't do that. You ain't even apologised. Go away. Last time was phenomenal. Phenomenal what? I've had some people proper good. Dear. You're shit on this boat. Tell me about it, mate. All right, mate. How you getting on? Actually, do you want to be a moderator? Depression Talk, because I think you're all right. If you want to be a mod, you can. And do us a favour, clear out some of these arses. Allow you can be a moderator. This is what you get when you ain't an absolute knob, boys and girls. Do you know? I think we need to clean out. Someone comes in and says something. This is my rules now. If you come in and say like shout out my mate Nick and a girl, if you don't say the word right, you go. You go. You get blocked. It's simple as that. Respectful. Be respectful and become trusted and respected. Simple, isn't it? Ain't hard. Ain't hard. If you don't like them rules, what are you even doing in here? And those rules are not even rules. They're like should be actually the norm, I think. But there you go. Lighten up. Nah, I'm not going to lighten up, mate. Why would I lighten up? What would be the point of lightening up? What's your name? Des. So one of your mates comes up to you and he's critically disrespectful to, say, your mum or your dad or your sister. Well, you're going to go, I should need to lighten up. No, I don't think you do. No. No, I think you need to not get annoyed, but just say like, yeah, you're a dick. But that's my thoughts, isn't it? You don't have to agree. Said what 8 times? Because people ask what it is. Of course I'm going to say it. Well, I think unless you have the ability to hold a sensible conversation, I don't want you in my lives. And I've got the power, haven't I? To go block. But I will always give you, if you come in and call me and see you next Tuesday, or whatever, you know, or you're gay or on Tinder, all this sort of stuff, no problem at all. But you can't expect to conduct yourself like that and no repercussions, can you? I don't think so. But that's me. Now, it didn't disrespect me, but what I don't understand is why you would come in and say, can you shout out my mate Nick and a girl? I don't understand that. Can you imagine how racist that person is? Wow. Well, can you just imagine what that person will be like when they're older? Will. Yeah, it's the keyboard warrior types, aren't they? You know, they don't even think of what they're saying. Someone who's a little bit large, they'd be like the ones patting the piss. Oh, you've had all the pies. They don't think about it. They're trolls, aren't they? They're trolls. They're valueless trolls. Lots of valueless people on the internet, unfortunately. Get them behind the keyboard. Yeah, but that's what they want. I don't understand it. Do I want you to be my mate? No. Do I want you to think I'm the best person in the world? No. Why would I not want you to think I'm okay, really? Why would I not want to call you by your name? That's me. That's my thoughts. You know, you don't have to, you know, no one has to agree with me. You know, you can do what you conduct yourself how you want to, innit? Do you know the 6-7 sign? Do I know it? No. Should I know it? Don't be rude to him. Well, I'm not being rude to. No, they're allowed. Look, they're allowed to talk how they want to talk, isn't it? They're allowed to talk how they want to talk, and just. But the point is, see, when someone's a troll or they're rude, what they do is they go, "Oh, I didn't mean it." No, you did mean it. You absolutely meant it. You can't. It's like if I sent you a letter, right? I can't attach a bottle of Tipex in there and say, "Oh, any words you don't like, just take them out. I didn't mean it." You can't do that. If you type words, like another one is, "Do you want a maths and a debate?" I mean, why don't you just say the word? What is the point? What is the point of putting that? And they want me to try and say it because I'm going to get. How would I get in trouble with saying the word? And what would you really imagine having a conversation with your mum and dad? Can you imagine them having a conversation with their mum and dad? All right, Dad, do you want to have a mass debate? You think, really? Weird, isn't it? Absolutely weird. Why am I in my car? Just because I'm charging it up. Sorry. What? Sorry. I do. No, never say sorry. If you say something like that, don't apologise. You actually meant it. But as I said, everyone's first impression of somebody is the lasting impression. If your first impression is that person's rude or that person drives very fast, that's your lasting impression. If the first time you see a driver, if they like nearly hit a car, your lasting impression of that person will be that they're not a good driver, they're dangerous. But that's my thoughts, isn't it? Well, I don't know. Look, how can I have banter with anybody I don't know? That is absolutely impossible. If I want to be polite, and I want to be polite, I want to be respectful to everyone. So I can't have banter. People say words and they go, "Oh, it's only banter." No, it's not banter because you don't know me. I don't know you, so how I think it's impossible for me to have banter with someone I don't know because I don't know what you find offensive. And I would think we would all find some of them words offensive, surely. You know, racist, homophobic, offensive. I don't know. Yeah, people get offended by all sorts of stuff, you know, but I know some stuff is you get offended by it because you don't need to hear it, do I? Yeah, once one person said, you know, my mum had passed away. Apparently they're going to dig my mum up. I thought she ain't even buried. She's been burned. And then you just think, wow. And on TikTok, listen to this: a lady's lost her husband. Someone set up an account with his picture, right, his name, and they went in and trolled her. And she broke down on her life. Someone I know come over to see me who I follow on TikTok and brought me some cakes, and he told me about it, and I went, wow. I'm thinking, how can you do that? Well, I know you can do it, but could you seriously imagine one of them doing it to a bloke? Nah. They pick their bullies, they pick their battles, don't they? They pick the ones they know they can intimidate and bully. Bullies are chickens, bullies are cowards, really. Don't call you early. I'll ring you up. I don't really. What's that favourite place in the world? Oh, I don't know. Wherever there's no trolls, wherever there's no people. I like houses and stuff, and motorbikes, but I don't like people. People just ruin. People ruin our. You know, I don't know. Some people enhance it. Some people enhance our lives, don't they? And some people are just subtractors. Some people are just subtractors, aren't they? They're not contractors, they're subtractors. And they suck all the life out of you. It's like, God, what are you doing? You know, just go away. And they don't go away, do they? And then, I mean, I've had someone actually ring me up and really apologise and ask, you know, to be unbanned. And I went, why? You clearly don't want to be. Oh, I didn't mean it. I said, no, now you say that, I don't want to unban you. Saying you didn't mean it, that's ridiculous. No, because if you type something and go send, I can't see how you can. Have I upset someone in my life? Of course I would have done. And that's me not thinking about it. But, you know, everybody's different. You don't have to think about things. You're allowed to, you know, you're allowed to think whatever, aren't it? Really. But I don't know. Shouldn't we be talking about, I don't know, the weather, holidays, cars, motorbikes, I don't know, cakes, stuff, innit? And how's your day going? We should be talking like each other how our day's going. Innit? How's your day going? We should all be talking. Look, I get it's the internet, and I find it really funny with cars. There was I'm not sure where, I think it's called a Cherry. It's a Chinese car. And people were going on and commenting what was wrong with it. And I'm going, are you going to buy one? No. So this is the internet. It's like, I'm not going to buy this product. I see an advert for this product or whatever, right? And what I do, I'm going to tell you what's in it, how bad it is all for you and that. Are you buying one? No. Why are you telling me about it then? Why are you trying to tell Tango how they should market the can? Are you going to buy one? If they change the can to what you want, will you buy one? No, I wouldn't do that. Hang on. So you're telling Tango what's wrong with it, or the car choice, or whatever the words you should say, but you're not going to buy one anyway. I'm like, the Capri, the new Capri, the amount of people going on and on, they're like a record store, on and on and on. This is not a proper Capri. Mustang. This ain't a proper Mustang. It's ridiculous. It's like, are you buying one? Are you considering? No, not one of them. So if they make one that's your perfect car, are you going to buy one? No. So does it matter then? Well, so Fords need to change the Capri because you're not going to buy one, but they need to change it to what is acceptable to you when you're not going to buy it. Imagine if Ford listened to people. Imagine Ford's listening. Imagine any of us listening to anybody on the internet. You would be, yeah, I've got opinions. Of course I have. Absolutely, of course I have. No, I can rap, usually at Christmas. I wrap up presents. But I just find the internet is full of very knowledgeable people about exactly the thing they're never going to buy. I don't know. Just weird, isn't it? What was it someone said about Mercedes? Oh, these were the best Mercedes. I said, if you went to Mercedes and said, this is my perfect car, and I've got, I don't know, 500,000 people want to buy them, I think Mercedes wouldn't go pissed off, go down to Volkswagen. I think Mercedes would listen to you and you all had the cash ready to buy it, right? And you showed that, you know, Barclays have got like, I don't know, 5 billion quid ready to buy all these cars that you're going to buy, and it's ready, cash is waiting. And do you think Mercedes will say, no, we don't want to make that? We can't bother to make that. Rubbish. Do you think McDonald's, if enough people went to McDonald's and said, we want the black currant pie back, and we're going to buy at least 50,000 a week, 50,000 a day, I think McDonald's would think, we better make them. Weird, isn't it? It's weird. I don't know. Everyone's an expert on what everyone else should do, isn't it? And you know what? And they're not even going to buy it. You don't understand it. Any company, you know, I don't know. I don't care what it is. If you went to a company and said, enough of us will buy this product, what do you think they're not going to make it? They're going to, oh, don't be silly. Rubbish. Of course they're going to make it. Well, if it's possible to make it, I suppose. If it's a possibility, they will. But yeah, the internet, it's a bit like on here. You come on here and people just say all weird words and that sort of stuff. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. Got no complaint. Well, I've got to take my van in tomorrow, so you know, in a couple of days I could be crying, or well, I won't be crying. You know, I'll be like bollocks, or oh, it's not too bad. It'd be like oh, it's only an injector and it's 500 quid or something or whatever. Um, but who knows? Who knows? You know, only the future will tell me, won't it? The future will tell me that, you know, what how much it is. You know, we'll find a price out at some point, and will we do? This is the thing. Do we like the cost? No, no one likes the cost, do they? Can you imagine how much these supercars are? These, you know, like Ferraris and Porsches and Lambos and that sort of stuff. How much the repairs are? It must be like apps. I could, what is it? I see a Bugatti, and some like a service on a Bugatti is like 30 grand or something. I'm like, what? I mean, how? I don't know. I think even if I won the Euro Millions for 5 or 10 weeks, I just think, would I want a Bugatti? No. Would I want a Lamborghini? No. Would I want a Ferrari? No. I think if you had untold money, you should buy. All right, mate. I think if you won the lottery or you had that amount of money, that should buy the very things you've always dreamt of buying. I don't dream of buying things. I haven't really got any dreams of like, oh, I really want that. Like big houses. Would I want a big house? I think they look very nice. Um, you know, like earlier on down there where my son lives, there's some big houses around there, and you look around there and you think that looks really, really nice. I mean, I look at it, well, I'll get my camper on there, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be different. Maybe if I'd like, I don't know, won 10 million or something, you might think, oh, I'm gonna buy a £3 million house. I don't think I would though. I don't think I would. You know, I mean, if you've got dreams, it's good to try and fulfill them, isn't it? But I've always been, I don't know. I tend not to have dreams. I want realistic dreams, like a motorbike I can find, I can buy. Um, you know, going away. A lot of motorhome. I was looking at motorhomes the other day. I got one. I looked at it, and I'm like, me and my girlfriend. It's like, I like this one, but I don't like that bit, and I like that, but I don't like that bit. And you're never going to find one that does exactly everything you want, is it? The living area is what you want, because then the beds would be rubbish, or you know, I don't like the bathroom or something. You know, I don't know. You know, I suppose the only way you do it is go to bespoke, and you'd say, well, I want one, and I want this size of bathroom, and I want the shower this side, not this side. And you know, if you add it, but I suppose that's. But then I don't know. Would I really go and spend that sort of dough? I've seen some campers, you know, and you look at them, they got like. I was looking at campers, and then on Facebook, all you get is these like adverts. It knows what you look at, and it will send me all these adverts. And like there was this one camper, and it had a garage in the back, and another one had like a Mercedes convertible in the side, and it slid out. Um, Beautiful, you know, slide outs on the side. And I'm going away in my motorhome. Really, I don't know if I'd want. I don't want anything else in it. I'm happy with it, you know. And she's not new now. She's 65. She's about 10 or 11 year old. Unless I suppose if you had that sort of money, you just like every couple of years just get a new one, wouldn't you? Chop it in and just get a brand new one, wouldn't it? And chop it in and get another brand new one. But I'm not in that position, so I wouldn't do that. I guess that's why people have leased. Like my Transit, if my Transit had been leased and it wasn't mine, I leased it through the business, it'd be, you know, you'd be paying your 300 quid a month or 400 quid a month or whatever, but it's just, I ain't paying no more. But then I don't really use it. And I would always rather own it. You know, whether that's not the modern way, I know that, but I personally would rather own it. You know, own my car, own my motorbikes, own my motorhome, own my van. But that's me. You know, I don't know. Again, you know, I wish people would. Actually, no, I don't. I don't wish people would live below their means, because if you did, you know, really, I wouldn't sell any cars, would I? And if you was really sensible, you probably wouldn't have McDonald's, or you'd have it once every in a while, wouldn't you? You wouldn't buy a lot of chocolate, so the chocolate sales would go down. All the all the wants in life would be, but you're never going to get that, are you? We like stuff, and we like luxury stuff, and I don't know why we like it. Hello. I mean, why do we like luxury stuff? Is it because that's a lifestyle we can't afford? Um, but then if I get that, it's a bit fake because it's not mine, is it? I can't. I suppose if I can live like that all the time, that's fine. But if I'm just doing it for a very little bit, it's like, well, I don't know really. But again, these are my ramblings, aren't they? I just chat. If you ask me questions, then obviously I'll answer questions. And sometimes you get talking about stuff that a subject comes up and it's interesting, and then we have quite a lively discussion about it, sort of stuff. I mean, ask me questions about cars or electric cars or stuff if there's something you're curious about. I mean, always ask questions because, my dad always said, ask questions, be a questioner. Because that's how you learn, isn't it? You learn. I don't know. I didn't really see what you've done. Maybe he's new, maybe I need to say, look, hang on a minute. Let's. Yeah, but why arguing, but don't even bother arguing, don't even bother, it's just a waste of, mate, if you argue with someone online, really, even me with his trolls, I shouldn't even give him a chance, just block them, instantly block them. I know what I should do, and I haven't learned my lesson. I need to learn my lesson. What you need to do, actually, the most powerful thing is you ignore them. If you ignore, see, I don't ignore people, which is wrong. Like that one you said about the Nick and his mate was Gert. Can you shout him out? So what I should have done is ignore that person. But I think I want to try and give everyone a chance. Nice lamb, Rogan Josh. There we are. Where do you live then? Whereabouts do you live then, Dave? Obviously in the UK, I guess. You're not 14, are you? I was going to say 14 or I4Z. I4Z. Did you have an I4 then? But yeah, the most successful ones is the one where you ignore them, and it's very hard. I need to, every now and again I do that. I just completely ignore them. It's probably better than blocking them. Because they can still comment. The trouble is, it does disrupt the live, because a good live should flow. You lot should. Oh, Harefield. Where's Harefield then? Harefield. You don't mean Hertfordshire, do you? Do you mean Hertfordshire? Do you agree? I don't know. My observation of online is the moment you ignore someone, it actually winds them up even more. And then they start getting ruder and ruder. And, I've always thought this. I thought if you could get 200 people on all your videos, they comment, they're trolling you, your lives, but 200 of them, everyone. Imagine 200 people here giving loads of messages. Because I don't think the live would get blocked because they've said rude words. It would get blocked if I say the rude words. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts. My thoughts are we better off to... Maybe we should do that. I'm not strong enough to do it. I'm too weak. And you bite. You bite too easily. But often I'm shocked. I'm like, what? Oh, Denham. That's Denham. Is that North London, isn't it? Denham. That's a military air base, isn't it, Denham? I think. I'll look at my sat nav in a minute. Was it Denham? Harefield. Let me search for that. I want to find it. H-E-R-E. Field. Harefield, UK. It's 30 miles from here. Where is it? Oh, I see. Colne Valley Regional Park. What's that? What's Colne Valley Regional Park? Watford. You're near Watford then, aren't you? Up that way. Beaconsfield. Rickmansworth, isn't it? Is that a great big park then? What's it called? Colne Valley What's Colne Valley Regional Park? Is that quite a nice? They do a park run there. Looks like you're up from Uxbridge. Where's Heathrow then? You must be near Heathrow, surely. Where's Heathrow? Oh, I see. Heathrow's a bit further down. So what? Where's that? Where's that? I don't even know where that is. Oh. Yeah, so Dave, is that a park? It looks like quite a lot of water there, actually. On Google Earth. Oh, maybe not. Harefield Hospital, is that where they done the transplants and that? Or was that somewhere else? Or was that Patworth? UK, oh right. Near Dagenham. All right. UK government banning fried foods. So can't I have bacon then? Can I not have a bacon sandwich? Oh my God, that's terrible. Yeah, it looks like loads of water there. Is that quite a nice park? Is it? I bet there's some really nice walks around there, around the lakes, isn't there? The good thing around lakes is quite flat, isn't it? Because water don't go uphill. It don't go uphill, does it? Denham. Yeah, I know Denham. My mate lives. Yeah, it's a heart. Did they do the first heart transplant there? I know it's about who done the test tube baby. That was, I forget what that was. Yeah, I'm sure they didn't do the first heart transplant at Harefield. Maple Cross. I'll tell you what, Maple Cross is not far. I used to go in my Leaf when I was going around to my mate who lives at uh, by the driving range on the A1. He near Boreham Wood. What was it? Oh yeah, I used to stop round there. I'm on Nissan Leaf at Maple Cross. This is where Nissan and well, I think it was Nissan and Mitsubishi or something, or Nissan and Renault, because Nissan owned Renault, and they had a charger there. So in my Leaf, you could stop there for free, and that was always quite handy. I was just stop there for free when I used to go and see him. Well, if I was coming from somewhere else further around. Well, it's an hour and 15 minutes. I'll be up there by 11:30. What kind of watch? It's a Garmin. You can't really see it really. It's a Garmin. I've done 17,000 steps today. It's a Garmin. I think it's a 955 Solar or something. It's a. Oh dear, you're a fisherman. So you're like that, are you, Dave? How big is it? Or you over exaggerate. Was it? Well, the watch, it's all right. I like it. I like it. I'm not really into sort of like expensive watches. I don't get them. I don't understand them. You know, someone who's into watches, they go, oh no, that's not. These are a timepiece. They say this is something petite, Philip Petit or something, or a whatever watch, you know. And I don't know. I don't really get them. I know people say, oh, they're like an investment, but I don't understand it, innit? Thank you. And you. I'll be going soon anyway. I've got nearly enough charge. Never exaggerate much. Why not? You should do. That's what you need to do, isn't it? We do. See, I don't get fishing. My girlfriend, her son's really into fishing. Actually, over the road where I used to live, they come say, can we look at your CCTV? They got broken into. And they nicked about 5 grand worth of gear. All right, mate. They nicked about 5 grand worth of gear. And they said, oh, can you look at our cameras? I said, why ain't you got cameras? I said, look at mine. I said, but why ain't you got cameras? Oh, I never got round to it. I said, but you want to look at mine? I said, your cameras would be on your property, they'd be close, so you might actually get their face. Anyway, we looked, he did see the car, went to the old building, nothing gets done, does it? They broke the garage door up, he wound it back and you could see it, but you know, they don't care, do they? And I was saying that to a customer today, you know, as they're looking at a Volkswagen Tiguan, or whatever you call it. I call it Wigwam. A Volkswagen Wigwam Allspace 7-seater, and you know, he was talking about, because our phone had one of them, I don't know, like a Tegra things on it, and I said, oh, I said, I've never seen one. I actually seen one. I've seen them on TikTok. Pretty good. She said, because her sister was somewhere in London on the phone, and there's this on a bike, probably a Suron or one of them electric bikes, nicked it out of her hand before she even realised what had happened. They're gone. And she said, with this, you can't get it out. Well, you could, but you'd have to really, really pull it. And then we just talked about like crime and that sort of stuff. You know, things escalate. I said, no, the sad thing, you know, I bet your sister wasn't shocked, but I bet she was annoyed. I said, the same as me. If I went home and my house was broken into, I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be annoyed, but I wouldn't be shocked. That's sad. That means it's almost like we've normalised bad stuff, isn't it? You think, really, like, you know, imagine a lady walking through some woods or something, a park of a night with a torch. We just assume she won't be safe. We've normalised it, haven't we? You know, we now our kids, we're too frightened to send our kids out because of bad things that happen. Don't know why are we sort of accepting this stuff? You know, and people say it's the police. No, it's not the police, is it? It is not the police at all. The police are not doing it. They say, why aren't they catching the criminals? Why? What do we have criminals for? All criminals do, or someone, if you live somewhere and there's people like terrorising the people on an estate or something, why don't the whole estate get together and get them ejected? Why not? And I think we should name and shame him. I think bad people need naming and shaming. If you're a tenant and you keep knocking on the rent, I think your picture needs to go up, and we need to be warned of you. If I'm going to rent a place to you, I need to look up and say, they ain't having him. Someone who goes to work lazy, always off, sick and all this, definitely wants you need a marker against you. But the problem is, you've got to be careful because people lie. It would work if all of us were truthful, but it wouldn't work, would it? Because I could spread a rumour about you. And rumours spread so fast. That's the trouble. Hello from England. Rumours spread. Rumours, it's really funny. We believe come on, start charging. Here we go. So the charger stopped. It's got set to thing me down. I see a TikTok, right, and this bloke's got a pub in Streatham. Someone come in and they kicked the door, smashed the door, they broke in, took 2 bottles of vodka, and he's been broken into 4 times. The same bloke has come back. The police have found him. They nicked him for 1 bottle of vodka, and that was it. So he's out, and he puts chairs out on the pavement, right out the front. They've got a big front. He puts a chair out there. The council will fine him 150 quid a chair. There's no justice. All the do-gooders, I personally think, if you're a do-gooder and you're saying it's against someone's human rights to lock them up because they've done something, I'd say you're definitely a person that's never anything happened to you. Where I am. Oh, Wales. Wales. I don't know. I just feel that it feels to me like the perpetrators it's much more lenient than the victims. The victims, because you got that for the rest of your life, haven't you? You've got that for the rest. Oh, sorry. You've got that for the rest of your life, haven't you? I remember my daughter when she was a baby. My mother-in-law had the pram, and what was it? This van jumped the pavement and squashed them against the wall. Incredibly lucky. and they couldn't get out the other end of the roadworks. And these builders see what happened, so they come down, and luckily they pulled them out of the van and give them a good kicking. And basically the police were very understanding because there was a lot of witnesses who said what happened. It was a stolen van, so they're wasting space anyway. And I think he just said, well, they've obviously had a crash. That's what I think they said. And you just think, wow. Yeah, have a good one. I will do, mate. What's this? Depression talk. Don't be quite so quick to. He only has to be a mod. Don't. I'm not criticising. I'm just saying. You got to learn what I find acceptable. I think, look, if they're being really rude, or ask me, just say, Gary, do you want me to block them? All right, because I don't know. I want to be trying to be fair to everyone, isn't it? That's the thing. A timeout's quite good, isn't it? And you, mate, a timeout's quite good. You know, put them on like a minute or something, or 2 minutes, because they can come back. But blocking them is obviously quite final, isn't it? Can you be a mod? No, 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 no. I don't. What would be the benefit to me having you as a mod then? This is the thing. I don't understand it. I choose my moderators wisely, and they won't. A moderator won't know what I want, isn't it? I don't. They won't know what I want. You know what I find acceptable and this sort of stuff. If someone's actually blatantly, bad, no, that's no good, is it? And I'd probably rather give you the nod. I'd probably rather say to Bush and talk, do us a favour, get rid of him, mate. I try to sort of like, let's be fair to everyone, innit? But I don't know, you can't, because there's going to be people that are just going to be, I don't know. And it's better when the life flows. I think it's better when the life flows, the conversation is good, that sort of stuff. And it does get it. Sometimes, like I had my my bowel screening thing come back, and I'm going to beg everyone, if you get the chance to go and have your bowel screening done, go. That's me sort of saying, I'm going to beg you, go and have it sorted out. If you're a lady, make sure you go and have your smear test, your mammogram. Your men, if you've got the chance of having your PSA checked, do it. You don't want mods king. No, but that's what Dave, that's what I said. In TikTok, I did have someone, and what he said was, if they have no bio and no name or that sort of thing, we just get rid of them, which is sort of all right in a way. But then I said no, and I got rid of him. He had the right and I would hate someone just blocking people for because this is the trouble. Someone could have beef with somebody, and if somebody comes in that you've had, and you're a moderator, you go, I'll just block them. Oh yeah, he's being rude, so I can't see what they blocked them for. But going forward, look, the more I do these, the more we'll all get to learn what we're all like. We're knowing what we're all like. We know, in the end, I start to know where people live. Like you live in Denham or wherever it was, and someone else lives there and there and there. But it's a learning curve, isn't it? We're all sort of strangers, really, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I had. I feed just randomly appeared. Randomly appeared. Hello. Well, mine was what he did. It said that basically 1 in, I don't know, 2 in 100 or something may be called back. It doesn't mean to say they've got anything wrong, but we need to check again, and it was fine. Am I transgender? No. India's greatest country on East. Greatest country on East. East what? East Enders? You British can't compete. Why would I want to compete with someone on here? What would be that all about? Watching Big Break. I don't even find that offensive, mate. It's just a bit of they're pretty sure. Sometimes you're better off to leave it there for a little bit. Actually, you're better off to leave it, right? When it goes off the screen, go back and then block them a few minutes later. Because they think, oh, look, I've done it. We are real. In world, you colonizer. Well, yeah, I've had my colon checked. I mean, I don't know about you. Have you got one? Mate, I think you haven't got a colon. You know why it's all coming out of here, isn't it? You know when you go to the toilet, you just go like that. You have a shit out your mouth. YouTube was closed. That's handy. Good, I can go to bed then. Yeah, imagine not having a colon. It's probably all coming out of here, isn't it? It's gone. Just they're weird, aren't they? They're weird. I need to get some more names. I need to get some different names, isn't it? Not names, sorry, words. You can put in like blocked words, and it goes and it goes. Oh, it just blocks it with even me. No, like there it says message held for review. What's this see down there? You're very racist. Don't make Indians angry. You will regret. I doubt it, mate. You ain't even got a colon, have you? Nah, I can't be bothered. Do us a favour, mate. Go and have a pizza or something and shove it up your arse. Off my bots, yeah, I know. Britishers, why are British so racist to Indians? You're jealous with the 5th largest economy. Nah, fuck me. Have you seen your wiring, mate? Well, I'm jealous of India. You seen all the scammers in them call centres? Yeah, I'm really jealous. Wish I was a scammer. Can you just imagine that? Just don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. They're just funny, aren't they? They make you laugh. They make me laugh. They actually make me sad. They make me sad that they're alive. See you later. Laters. I'm going in a minute. I've got 186 miles, so that's enough. 20 past 10. Be in bed by 11, won't I? Lovely thing. All right, Kieran. Yeah, all right, mate. All right. I've got to get me van. Take me van tomorrow, haven't I run tonight. Well, I didn't. It was my what you call it? My daughter-in-law. She's doing the couch to 5K, and this is the 3rd week or 4th week. I think 3rd week. And what they're doing, they were like, you do it for half an hour. I didn't know this. It's really, really good. Half an hour is nothing. And then what they're doing is you sort of run for a minute, then you walk for 2 minutes. Run for a minute, walk for 2 minutes, like that. And they're gradually building it up. And I was really quite impressed with it. I thought, no, it's because I'm in a car park and the internet's not the best. So obviously, because it's rubbish, it don't work very well, does it? I suppose I should go, really. Go home, tuck myself up in bed, get ready for tomorrow. Yeah, drop my van. I hope it ain't raining. I want to cycle back. I've been stalking you for 3 weeks. Your nose is huge. Mate, you ain't seen my knob. That's massive, isn't it? But he ain't seen me middle leg, isn't it? Nah, don't worry, mate. He's just jealous. Yeah, but you know what they say, big nose, woo. Nah, they're a bit idiotish. They're idiotic. They're idiot. I'm going in a minute anyway, because like and we have fish and chips. Fish and chips, that was nice. When you're hungry, we hadn't really run. It's more like I didn't know what to expect. I thought, oh yeah, I'll go and do it. And really, it wasn't even really running. It was, but it weren't. And I thought, oh. But I'm pleased I've done it. And get a supporter, innit? And her husband, my son was there, and my daughter-in-law. And it's good that we've done that with her. It gives her, because she might have gone, oh, I'm not going to go, and I want to encourage her to do it. Yeah, I'm doing all right, really. Got no complaint. I'm going to hopefully cycle tomorrow morning. I went to the gym this morning. I've sort of run tonight. A bit of walking and running, really. But yeah, I've got no complaints. Fish and chips. No, sorry, I didn't have fish and chips. I lie. I had pie and chips. Actually, no vinegar. When I have a pie, I bite a little bit off the top, and there's a hole, and I put vinegar in it, actually in the pie, and start eating it. What? Are you single? No. What's it? go steady at the gym. I only do the machines, mate. I only do the machines. And what I do is I get on the first machine. I do whatever. I don't know how many I do. And then what I do, I just move to the next machine. Do them. Move to the next machine. Do them. I don't sort of do sets. I don't do a set, another set, another set. I'll move along. I can't see the point. I need to be continually moving, I think. What I do is I'll go, yeah, and I do 3 laps of the machines. And that takes me about an hour, about 20 minutes to do a set, do a circuit of the machines. I don't want to do the free weights. I'm not interested in that. No, I'm all right. I've used gyms for years, so I know. I've always said that I'm not really a gym bunny, which I'm not. I personally think running, swimming, cycling and walking are better than the gym. But I do think the gym will make you look... beef and onion. I think the gym will make you look better. That's my thoughts. But I think the cardio will give me more of this. If I'm fit, I'll have more of this. More of this. I can't... Even this has... Even if I wore this watch till I die, it will only go around so many times. And one day, I'm not here. It doesn't matter how fit I am, I can't stop that. All I can do is... All I think you do is you delay. I'll tell you what I think you... This is our life, you know, I'm born and I die. And I think what I do, if I look after myself, I do this. But if I don't, I shorten it, I think. So it goes to, that's the thing. Can you message each other on away from this? Because TikTok, you can follow someone, then you can go to, I don't know, like I could message you offline. Can you message people on YouTube? Can you do that? Can you message your followers? Because I don't know how you do that. Not that I want to do that, but is it something you can do? Yeah, but could you message him? See, Kieran, you got my number, you got my phone number. And I don't care who gets my phone, even a troll. Even if someone wants to expire me, I think, you can't. Ah, okay. Because I know on TikTok you can, but TikTok is quite clever. What it does is the first message, it sends it, and you have to accept it or do nothing, or accept, not deny, not refuse. I don't know what it is. So you can send me a message and I see it and I go, I basically accept most messages. I don't really care really. I just accept it. It's funny, a lot seem to want money. A lot seem to want, oh, I'm in difficulty, I want money. It's like, right, don't we all? Yeah, I think, well, I gave up time. True Social. Nah, I quite like, what's that? Catchy electro music. Yeah, but I like TikTok. I've got about 16,000 followers on there. And they was all on there. They see me lose my dad. Various people on there have lost loved ones, parents. Lady on their roof, she's lost her daughter, 21. Stumbled across my live one. I used to do them till about 12 o'clock at night. And I've stopped now because I'm a bit more sensible, a bit more like, what are you doing? Anyway, she lost her daughter, 21, Molly. I mean, how'd you deal with that? And she stumbled across my live one night, and you know, just a bit of a lurker. Then she spoke, and then it was like, oh, hello, you know, the roof. Now I know her, got a phone number. She's now going out with someone else who watches me, and they're going to get married. I'm like, wow. I mean, that's just like, I love that. Now, to me, that is like fucking what the internet should be about. Dickheads, no, fuck off. It should be about, excuse my swearing, it should be about like that. Now that's a good, we need tears. We need, like, you know, you're all going to go through it. If you've got your mum and dad around, you know, one of them, they go, you know. Do you know what? I love it, mate. I absolutely love it. Apparently I got an invite to the wedding. I was at my girlfriend's daughter's wedding and I got a text, a WhatsApp. Looked it up. And she's sitting there smiling, like ear to ear, going like that, showing the ring. This hand, showing the ring. It was this hand, right? And then, and he's sitting behind, Alan's sitting behind. And I love it because I remember he said to me, what do you think my chances are? When, well, if you don't ask her, 0. If you ask her, I don't know. I said, well, she's an idiot then, because she seemed like a nice bloke. And then she said to me, always ask me out. I went, okay, we'll go out with him then. Then he stood her up. And I went, well, he's an idiot then, isn't he? He's a fool. That's his loss. But then he came back, and this is another week or so later, a couple of weeks later, he said, oh, I made a mistake. What do you think? Or she said to me, what do you think? I said, well, I ain't going out with him. I don't care. Just, you do it or whatever. Anyway, and now they're going out. I loved up. And I actually love it. I think that's brilliant. Andrew, I see him. He went through losing his dad. Steve, like another person following me, he lost his wife. And I said to him on a live once, I said, what are you doing next Thursday? I said, and I thought, well, I want to go somewhere I want to go, because he could be like talking to someone watching paint dry, innit? Some people have got no conversational skills. And you know what? We met up, went to a dessert place in Medway, chatted. We was there for like 3 hours. I couldn't believe it. I thought, this ain't gonna last, is it? Or 2 hours. It was chatting away. It was about, because once you get things in common, isn't it? And it wasn't quite so sad for him losing his wife, because his wife had motor neurone disease. So he'd lost her, I don't know, he lost her twice, really. It's a bit like dementia. If you get anyone who's someone around them who's got dementia, you lose them twice. It's horrible, isn't it? This is why I don't get being horrible to people. I just think, don't we all want to be nice? Misread the situation. What the heck? I think some people don't understand that you can make connections. Do you do airport runs? No. I like that. I think that's great. Who don't like a bit of no. I've got 7 or 8 girlfriends. I don't want any more. Mate, imagine me. I've got 7 birds on the go, mate. Flipping hell. I'm cutting back though. I used to have 10. Oh, I can't 10. They do you nothing, isn't it? Can you imagine, honestly, having 4 or 5 on the go? Can you just imagine? Flipping hell, you'd have to have a good memory, wouldn't you? Well, that'd do you nothing, wouldn't it? One day every day a week. I think you want 21, not girlfriends, not that. You want 21 good friends, and what you can do is you can go, because I think you'd see someone. I think if I see you every 21 days, that's perfect, isn't it? Every 3 weeks, you ain't going to get on my nerves. I'm not going to get on your nerves, and that's long enough for you to give me a free dinner, I think. And I've got arranged to meet you at, I don't know, about 7, 10 to 7. Just happened to be coming around about 10 to 7. Well, I've only got one wife. I've got one wife and one girlfriend. So I'm cutting back. I'm trying to be good. Well, it's wearing me out. I'm only 21. This is the trouble, isn't it? What's Nick to? Did you? Why would I don't understand why you would do that. What about, can't you be, what's that where they have all these wives? Do you know what? It's not a Mormon. You know what it is? It's nuts. Imagine having all them wives. It's like, oh my God. Why get married twice? Just be a single. I'll tell you what. I love all these young blokes. They're like, oh, I bet he was. Yeah, but really, you're better off being, if you're single. See, I think when we're young, I definitely think the girls have got the power. I think when we're young, definitely the females have the power. Did they? Yeah, but what he should have done, imagine he should have just had 2 girlfriends, isn't it? You can have as many girlfriends and families as you want, but why would you want 2 wives? I don't understand that. I don't get it. Maybe he was good in bed. I don't know. Maybe Maybe he had assets. Maybe his truncheon was very good. Maybe he said, "Oh, I like that truncheon." You know, maybe he thought it was luncheon meat. She says, "No, it's truncheon meat." Why am I in my car? Well, because I'm not outside of it. I mean, if I'd done it out there, I wouldn't be able to talk. You wouldn't even hear me talk through the window, would you? It's all bulletproof. It's bulletproof glass. I think, you know, I do seriously think, because I'm ugly, and I think when I was young, no luck with girls, no luck with girls. But when you get old, right, I tell you what, you know, definitely, if you can hold a conversation, see, people like all this dating thing. I think if you can hold a conversation, you're solvent, you ain't sticking glue up your nostrils, you ain't literally getting pissed all the time. I don't know. I think you stand a good chance. If you ain't got to be that good looking, really, have you? Like had a horse on him. Where? What, a horse on me? That's Scotch Crew, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go now because I've got enough charge, and I'm off to bed. So I'm going to say see you later. Thank you all the moderators. What's his handbrake? Well, I don't know. It's only really got it has got a handbrake. But it's more like I don't know, not a handbrake, a traditional handbrake. And I'm going away. Well, tomorrow night I'll be with my girlfriends. We're going away in the what's it called, my motorhome on Thursday. So we're going away till Monday. Hopefully seeing someone that I've met. I'll speak to him on TikTok, and he rang me up when I fell off. When I was in hospital, he rang me up. Really nice bloke. And we meaning to go and see him, and he said, "I bet this campsite, so we're going to go there." No, I haven't. Come on. I want to. What? Gold? I'm going. Well, I don't want to because I'm going. See you later. Have a good evening.